As someone who spends a lot of time at home, over time I've learned to be really intentional about creating a home environment that feels calm and peaceful and cozy. I want to thank Organic Basics for sponsoring today's video. I'll chat about them in a few minutes, but let's dive into some of the home habits that I live by for helping to create a space that I just love spending time in. A good way to add more depth and character and interest to a space is to layer textures and patterns and colors. This kind of stops a space from looking too monotonous or washed out. For me, I love dusty blues and sage greens. That's kind of like a theme throughout my house. I love stripes and gingham. I love having wood pieces around my house, wicker, some florals here and there too. And busier patterns like florals, for example, pair well with simpler ones, so like geometric, like stripes or things like that. But when we do layer pattern or textures in these ways, it creates more depth to a space and it really makes it feel more cozy. I've had definitely more of a minimalist approach to my life and my home environment for many years now, but I still love some personalized decor, some meaningful pieces that can be displayed. And this can be such a nice way to cozy up a space and to make a home feel lived in a way that is just personalized and unique to who you are. Being able to have meaningful pieces around your home, whether it's art that you have hung up on the walls or something that you were given that you display on a shelf, or something that's handmade, something that you collected on your travels. Having books out on your coffee table or on a side table in your living room, or photo albums that you or the guests can flip through, are also a really nice personalized touch that you can add to a space.
These are one of my favorite things that I have hung up in our house. They were actually little table name tags from a wedding that we went to many years ago, and I've had them hung up in every place that me and my husband have lived in together.
My favorite thing to do is utilizing natural elements and bringing the outdoors in, whether it's choosing wood pieces of furniture, which is really such a nice way to cozy up a space. Wood has that kind of effect. Also like pairing old pieces. I love antique furniture, but not overdoing it, but having like some antique pieces paired with newer or more modern pieces. I love the look of that. Maybe some stones, a vase of flowers in the spring or summer. And of course, house plants. I have so many house plants, you guys know I love my house plants. Natural elements really have a calming, relaxing effect to a space. So when we're able to kind of inject it in different corners of our home, it really helps it to feel nice and relaxing. If my house is messy or really cluttered, which definitely does happen, definitely does, it's much harder to relax at home when things are a mess. And something that I find to be very helpful is to kind of use this guideline, I guess you could say. It's sort of a mindset of, do I use it? Do I need it? Or do I love it? Every few months, I like to go through the things that we have and just ask myself, hey, what are we using? What are we really making use of? What things do we actually need here? What do we not need? What do we love? What are we getting a lot of enjoyment out of? And what are we not enjoying anymore? Just so that I can help to keep clutter at bay so that it doesn't get too out of hand. Kids' toys and things can get a little crazy. I like to have different kinds of cabinets and little storage units or baskets to store things properly. Soft things are really the cornerstone of a cozy space. Blankets, rugs, pillows. For me, it's also the little things like wearing slippers around the house a lot of the time, or throwing on a fluffy house coat in the morning or after a long day. My absolute favorite thing though in my house is our Sherpa blanket that I have on our chair over here. It's just the most cozy. It really truly is. We got it as a gift a few years back. And it's just the best blanket. It's so thick and fluffy, and it's like every living room needs a fluffy Sherpa blanket, in my opinion. Creating a cozy home isn't just about how your space looks, it's also about how you feel in it. And for me, that often starts with what I'm wearing when I'm at home, whether I'm working or I'm with my daughter or I'm just hanging out around the house. I want to feel put together through the day, but I also want to be very comfortable. These two things are so important to me. I live in comfy wide leg pants. I have so many pairs, easy tank tops, cardigans I can throw on, and leggings, and maybe most importantly are comfy undies and bras, which Organic Basics is all about. They're a Copenhagen-based company specializing in underwear, activewear, and everyday essentials, and all of their products are made with organic and recycled materials, which is awesome. Their smooth padded bra is such a staple for me. It's so soft, but it's also wireless, which is my preference, and it kind of has a wider band that goes around that fits like, honestly, just like a hug. Like, it just fits so perfectly. They also have a flex line that focuses on breathability as well as flexibility. So a lot of these pieces are great for just like all day comfort. I have their flex briefs, which are just a great everyday undie. And I also have their flex tank top. I have it in the color white. I feel like everyone just needs like a versatile white tank top that can pair with so many things. It has sort of a cropped fit, which I like because I wear a lot of high-waisted bottoms. And this here is actually their baby tee from their core cotton line. It comes in a lot of different colors. Also such an easy staple. It's made from organic cotton. And I also like this one because it has just like a nice fit. Pairs well with lots of different kinds of bottoms. It's also slightly cropped too, which I like. They have so many basics that you can really mix and match and put together just a good base for a lot of your outfits. If you want to check out Organic Basics, I will leave a link for you below. You can also use the code Meghan10 for 10% off site-wide. This isn't going to happen at every single meal, but little things like setting the table, having some placemats out, lighting a candle even. It's those little touches that kind of signal, hey, let's pause, let's slow down, let's get comfy, and let's enjoy this meal. And it doesn't have to be elaborate. Like, you don't need to have elaborate place settings, even if it's just a Tuesday night. It's just sort of the ritual of treating mealtime with a little bit of ceremony. It makes you want to sit down and enjoy the meal. The food looks nicer laid out like that. Although I wouldn't consider myself a morning person in the sense that I thrive on like waking up really early, I would still consider the morning to be one of my favorite times of day because I love the newness of a new day. By the way, I love coming down to a clean kitchen. We always tidy up the kitchen the night before bed so that when we come down in the morning it's nice and clean, ready to be used. But coming down, opening up the curtains, opening up the blinds, and also, most importantly, making myself a cup of tea. It's how I ease into the day, like a lot of people do. We look forward to a cup of coffee, or in my case, tea. And for me, having a little setup where my teas are nicely organized, I have a little tea basket in a cupboard and a bunch of other teas up there, but maybe for you it's like a drawer that you have or a little spot on your counter. Restocking my favorite blends is needed, making sure that the mugs that I have are nice and clean and ready to be used. I am such a mug snob. I have different kinds of handmade, adorable little pottery mugs that I use for different kinds of teas and drinks, depending on the tea or latte that I am making. Are you like that too? Yeah, just having my kettle easily accessible. It just kind of creates this emotional coziness that, especially at the start of the day, really just cannot be underestimated. I am a lamp gal through and through. I am just not a fan of overhead lighting. It's just too harsh and direct, unless I need it. Like, I'll turn on overhead lighting if I really need to see something. But I love lamps. I love different kinds of lamps, and layering lighting with lamps in the evening. It has a less stimulating feel. It has a warmer feeling, and the bulb matters too. Definitely the cool LED bulbs, not it, not the vibe. Incandescent is probably like my favorite type of bulb. But the more efficient bulbs, you can choose a warmer bulb, so that matters too. Yeah, even, you know, lighting a candle in the evening sometimes too. This is also such a nice way to make a space feel just warm and comfy. I want to finish off this video by talking about the front of your home when you are first walking in, or any yard space. If you have it, of course, if you are in an apartment setting and maybe you don't have garden space, maybe you have a balcony, maybe not. If not, even just your front entryway, there's little ways that we can just make that first entry experience to be a little bit more inviting. We're very fortunate to have a beautiful garden around our home. I like to plant flowers in the spring, some nice fresh flowers, or having a pot of flowers by the front door. It could even be a rug or a mat that you have when you first walk in, or just having some fresh flowers in the spring or summer near the foyer that you have in your front entryway, because that's what you see when you first walk in. And that's it for today's video. All of the home habits that I personally live by for making my home feel so much more comfy and a place that I really truly love spending time in. It's like my little sanctuary in here. Let me know if there's anything that you would add to this list, if there's anything that you do to make your home feel extra cozy, extra peaceful and comfy. Don't forget to check out Organic Basics as well. I'll leave a link for you below. Thank you again to them for sponsoring today's video. And that's it. I will see you all in the next one.